Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back on the pay to win account and it is the first of the month, meaning that we are going to be doing our two giveaways. The first giveaway will be anyone who drops a comment on this particular video. So please, when you're watching this video, go ahead and comment down below. You'll be entered into the drawing for a gift card. The second option to get entered into the gift card is if you have a membership to the channel. You can actually get a membership from my main channel page. So you can go ahead and sign up for membership, and that will be the second gift card drawing that we'll give away. It is the give back that we give to the players every single month. So this time we're back with a guide from In Seasons, a brand new wishlist guide, which is very, very cool to see. Relatively for new players, but we'll go ahead, we'll take a look at this guide and kind of break it down because it does have a lot of really, really good information here. So here we go. So looking at the guide itself, as you can see, it breaks it into the 4 different factions, which are good. As we know, the factions have changed a little bit by the way of through the furniture, through the signature items. Faction teams have the ability to carry through a majority of the campaign, as well as a lot of the progression that we've seen. And most of these heroes are heroes you'll see into the meta. I'll go ahead and put a link down below for In Seasons Wishlist Patch 1.50 guide, so you can go ahead and check it out for yourself and look at all of the amazing content that comes from Reddit and also the content creators that are on there. As we can see here, the first one we get into is the Lightbearers. Rowan is the priority. I absolutely love, he breaks it down to the Abyssal Expedition, breaking it down to the Twisted Realm, as well as the Guild Hunt teams that you're using. So looking here, Rowan, first one, of course, very, very well played in the Abyssal Expedition, as well as the Twisted Realms. Same with Rose. Rose actually gets all 3, as you can see there depicted from the little circles below, to really supercharge the damage that Saurus does. Rose is usually a necessity. To use her with Chimera in the Dark Namora battle, she is a necessity. To maximize your damage in the Twisted Realm, she's run in a lot of different team comps. Looking in third here on the wish list is Gwen. Gwen is a hero from early game till late game. She will absolutely be utilized for a lot of campaign progression, used a lot in the Lightbearer Tower. A lot of formations, especially coupled with Arthur, she does really, really well. Number 4 is Lucius, as you can see here for the Lightbearers. Not really utilized that much in the Twisted Realms or the Expedition, but in the campaign is where he absolutely shines. He is very, very defensive. He has a shield that actually hits the entire team, as well as a heal, which again is really big, followed by Estrilda. She's kind of unique. Abyssal Expedition, a lot of players have started using the Warrior Tree. The Warrior Tree has gained a lot of ground when it comes to Saurus, when it comes to Isolde, when it comes to Estrilda. A lot of these heroes have really, really shined with the Warrior Tree, and also with the rework that she has gotten lately. As you can see, the rest of the Lightbearers there, we do have Rain and Hendrik in there. Cecilia, I might have placed just a little bit higher because of the utilization in the Abyssal Expedition. And if you don't have some of the heroes that actually fall in the Celestial and Hypogean team comps, you will actually replace a lot of the comps with her essentially, as well as you can see, the Abyssal Expedition with Thane and Rigby. Rigby seen a lot of play from the last one, but with the new Expedition, we'll have to see what comes. So essentially, when you're building your wish list, these are the 5 heroes that you want to prioritize in there. Also from the wish list, when a hero hits Ascended, I highly, highly recommend dropping that hero out of the wish list because of the Field of Stars. So as you accumulate more Ascended heroes, remember, going from Mythic Plus to Ascended adds a 20% boost to the stats. 20%, that is right, it is absolutely huge. When you add a star to a hero, it adds roughly 2.5%. So not really a big boost when you're adding stars. Additionally, with the Field of Stars, you do open additional desired choice heroes. So let's get into the Mauler team. Sophia, absolutely #1 damage dealer. All 4 of her abilities right here are very, very strong. The Falling Sun ability, the Static Field. Not only that, is she brings a lot of synergy to teams. which is always good to see. Scrath is really powerful with his furniture. You do have to have his furniture to really be successful with Scrath and maximize the damage, because he'll actually stack heroes in the 3rd and the 5th position, actually stacking them in a nice little line, which can line up very nicely, again, for other team comps. Scrag is in here. Mauler, Tank Supreme. He has actually seen a lot of play in the campaign. We've also seen him actually in the God tier comp due to his 9-set furniture bonus with the energy that it brings when you're on the enemy side. Titus, very underestimated hero in Titus. I've built him. He absolutely destroys the Mauler Tower. So if you're stuck in the Mauler Tower, he is very good. Also, with the Celerity Tree, he is very strong in the Abyssal Expedition, one of the top performing heroes, along with Cecilia in the Abyssal Expedition. And then, of course, we do have Nemitsu in here. After his rework with his totems, having him completely built on my Mauler account, Nemitsu does absolutely amazing with the healing, with the support, which brings us to the other Maulers. Warwick is utilized in a lot, again, with the Warrior Tree and the Abyssal Expedition. Twisted Realm, as well as guild bosses to do the defense reduction is really the big reason there. The rest of the Maulers you can kind of place as you need. Drez has been pretty solid. Verk does a lot of damage. Cetrana, I think, needs a little bit more help. Even though in PvP she does really well, in the campaign and PvE, not so much overall. Does well in the tower, but that's really the only place you'll see her. So looking at the Wilders, Iran in this team formation, and this time he is pretty much utilized for PvE, PvP, as well as the Abyssal Expedition. Does absolutely amazing in the campaign, which he is part of a lot of synergy formations. So definitely prioritizing Iran, followed by Saurus. As you can see, Saurus in all 3. The Abyssal Expedition for the boss killing ability, Twisted Realms again for the bosses and the guild boss themselves. Super charged, especially at a plus 30 signature item. He can actually keep your team alive, which is absolutely amazing. Now, Leica goes hand in hand with Iran. Even though if you caught the live stream today, Leica by herself can do a crazy high amount of damage. Even with a plus 20 signature item, she still does a significant amount of damage, making her the 3rd choice in the wish list here. And of course, the queen of CC, which is Tassie. Tassie is absolutely amazing. Not only does she have a banish, which actually takes a hero out of the battle for a couple seconds, but she also has an ultimate ability of slumber, which puts everyone to sleep. As you can see here, we have Pippa. Pippa will actually be out tomorrow. Played with Pippa a little bit on the test server. Absolutely crazy RNG, but everybody is loving her. She is doing a ton of damage. She has the ability to use Tassie's ult, Nemora's ult, or Arden's ult, and she will prioritize the hero that's in your formation out of all of those 3, so she can actually go in a formation with Tassie and possibly double slumber enemies while putting out a significant amount of damage as well. The Wilders, Lorzen does well with the guild boss because he can actually amplify the damage through his ability Inner Sight, with heroes allowing the alts to do more damage. Gorvo is another hero that I think is pretty underestimated overall, just for the fact of his stun. He actually has 2 different stuns, shielding effect and survival, which helps a lot when it goes in the Iran team comp. And then we also do have Nemora, carries the Beguile ability. Cirrus and Almus definitely in need of a rework. Same with Kaz. The reason that Kaz falls in here is the Abyssal Expedition and falling in the Celerity Tree because of her dodge. If you have her built, she's pretty strong, but in relationship to the rest of the Ranger class, she falls a little bit down the list. So again, these are the top 5 Wilders that you would want to drop in your list, and Pippa will be out tomorrow. Which brings us to the Graveborn. Damon, since Damon's release, people have started building team comps exclusively around him. Absolutely does insane damage with the signature item and his furniture bonuses. Crazy. Put him in first. He is awesome, especially if he has a support team built around him. which always consists of Pharrell, because Pharrell has his Horrify ability, which will stun heroes, allowing Damon to scale, get the blood shield up, start doing the damage. And he is very, very strong in the Abyssal Expedition again. Not only the Ranger tree is having the ability to do energy disintegration as well as stuns. Very, very powerful in the Expedition. Which brings us to Isolde. Isolde was absolutely never talked about until they did the furniture bonuses. And this is what I was mentioning earlier. When it comes to a lot of the 4 faction heroes or the 4 factions themselves, reworking a hero is good. Changing up the furniture a little bit really, really made Isolde stand out in the warrior class. And the warriors, remember, tomorrow are getting a artifact as well, which might increase his damage even further. Has the ability to maximize damage with his 3-set furniture bonus, increasing damage and attack speed. And also there is no cap, meaning he can scale as fast as far as he wants, depending on the damage he's taking, as long as he is alive. Which brings us to Thorin. Thorin cheese is always in full effect. Thorin can essentially just kill entire teams by himself with the Thorin cheese. Players have been using it forever. Even before signature items were out, the Thorin cheese was still around. So it has been around pretty much forever that we've had AFK Arena since Thorin. Always see players, when you look at stages and when you look at even multiple stages, one of them usually contain a Thorin cheese stage. Which brings us to Nara. Nara's crowd control, very, very strong. She can kill through shields, meaning heroes that are difficult like Brutus, that have immunity shields. Nara can actually kill right through them with her ultimate ability. In addition, with her 3-set furniture bonus, it creates a 2-second fear, which is very, very powerful because it will interrupt anything that is going on with that fear. Very, very powerful. As you can see, for some of the Twisted Essence bosses, Grez is used for 1 or 2 of them. Shamira is used for Dark Namora. Overall, Kelthar, Abyssal Expedition, again, when it comes to the Ranger tree, very, very powerful. So is Theowen. Theowen was actually one of my best heroes because she can actually go immune during the battles, which is kind of unfair when it comes to her being the only hero left, but she can actually go immune during the battle. So I'd possibly swap her and Kelthar. But this Abyssal Expedition, it is going to change it up quite a bit because remember, they're reworking the mage 5-set bonus. So it might be worth building mages. We'll still have to see. But overall, these are the 5 top Graveborn that you want to put into your formation. As you can see, heroes should be ascended from left to right, moving to the next hero after ascension. So again, once you have a hero ascended, go ahead and drop them out of here, add another hero in there so you can go ahead and continue to build them. Although there is some value in adding stars to your composition's main carry, this is generally not recommended, as stars addition has marginal stat bonuses, which again is the 2.5% we were talking about a little bit earlier. In addition, with Ascended Heroes, you will open more of the Field of Stars, which makes a very, very big difference when it comes to the amount of desired heroes that you can choose. He does put a warning in here as well. This list was created as a general PvE-focused player guide for newer players. Many small optimizations exist, will vary. Routines when considering personal taste and style. Deviation should be proceeded with caution, but is encouraged if anyone has particular taste of a certain hero. That's just kind of a disclaimer in there. If you have a hero that you absolutely love, or a hero that really shines, like even looking in the Graveborn, Torn I think is a little bit underestimated. I've seen him fully maxed out, but it takes a significant investment. Same with Oden, a huge investment, meaning a plus 30 signature item, 3 or 9 set bonus furniture, usually the 9 set to really see them shine. But sticking to a wish list like this will set you up, especially if very early in the game you set all of these wish lists according to what you see here. It will make a big difference when it comes to the progression. So that is In Season's wish list patch 1.50. Very interesting, because I always say that a lot of newer players have a slight advantage over the veteran players, because there was a time we didn't have the wish list. There was a time we didn't have signature items. So as you're building your heroes, as you can build the wish list, as you unlock desired heroes through the Field of Stars, you can really focus down on heroes that are in this wish list, really getting them completed very, very fast if you focus on heroes, because these are the primary 4 factions. So again, let me know in the comments what you think. Please leave your comment, because this will be the video for the comments. I will not reply to the comments on this video just because we usually get a couple hundred comments over a day or two, but this will be our give back video, an in-seasons wish list. Again, I will put a link up to Reddit for it. Absolutely amazing information. Thank you very much for all of the community support. In seasons, check him out on Reddit. And again, leave your comment below, because this will be the video to go ahead and do the drawing. And as always, thank you guys for watching.